and welcome to Music at the Piano. In this lesson, we're looking at pages 50 and 51 and a little introduction to a word search game on page 52 in Level 2 textbook, the Older Beginner Level 2 textbook by Mayron. This is available as a free download if you click the link in the description of this video. First, I'm going to show you how to clap and count. I find that if you clap and count a piece by yourself, if you're a self-guided learner, or with your student if you're a teacher, it will maybe reduce your need to have to work with them on counting when they're playing the notes. And the advantage to it is that while they're clapping and counting without playing, their brain will be processing some of the notes as well. The second thing I'll do is go over the intervals in the right hand and show you the patterning of the left hand. Then I'll show you the solfege for each hand, the la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then we'll go over how you might learn the piece yourself or teach it to a student. So first of all, I'm going to point to the notes, and I'll point underneath the notes because from this angle, if I go over the notes, which is my preferred way of pointing when I'm teaching, it'll just block the notes. So we're going to clap and count the rhythm of the right hand. You can clap. I'm going to tap on this thing right here. So this is one of those incomplete first measures where beat 4 is here and beats 1, 2, 3 is over here. So I would go 1, ready, play. 4 and 1, 2, 3. And 4, when you're clapping, it's nice to shake like 1, 2, 3. So they get that feeling of the extra beats that they're holding. 1, here we go again. 4 and 1, 2, 3. 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 4, 1, 2, 3. 4 and 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 1, 2, 3. And you may have already noticed that although the notes change, the composer is holding the piece together with this rhythm that repeats all the time of the 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. And you can ask your student to look and see how many times that happens. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, pick up, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, pick up, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, pick up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So however many times that was, I wasn't counting, I was just... So then, your intervals are a fifth, the interval of a fifth from here to here, a line, skip a space, skip a line, skip a space, line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So lots of fifths. The C to G happens a lot. Then you go down a third and up a second. Down a third, up a third, down a third, up a third, down a third, up a third, repeat, repeat, up a second, down a third, up a fifth, and then this part is repeating, except right here, it's a little bit different. So, down a fifth, repeat, up a fifth, down a fifth, up a sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, you count both notes and all the lines and spaces in between. Down a sixth, up a sixth, down a sixth, up a fifth, down a fifth, up a fourth, down a second, down a third, up a second. This piece is in C major and it uses all the notes of the C major scale. In the right hand, it uses the first 5 notes of the C major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol. And in the left hand, it uses the top 3 notes of the major scale, do, ti, la, and then ti, la, sol. So between the 2 hands, you're doing all the notes of the C major scale. We'll go over the solfege, and then I'm going to play the melody and just harmonize it with chords so you can understand the harmonic structure of the piece. So first of all, you'd be going 1, ready, go. Do, do, so, do, do, so, do, do, so, 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 mi, mi, fa, re, re, fa, re, so, 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 do, do, la, do, do, la, do, do, so, do, do, fa, mi, re, ti, ti, do. Now, if you're unfamiliar with using solfege, do it in quite a number of my earlier pieces before this one. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you will find video playlists of all those things, and you can sort of get the hang of it from there. What is helpful for yourself as a self-guided learner or as a teacher, if you do the solfege, you'll develop your inner ear for hearing when things are wrong and when they're right. And also for listening ahead if you're playing in a performance, how to listen ahead and keep your nerves steady. Now this goes do, ti, la, do, ti, la, which is interesting and confusing because that is more or less outlining the 6th chord, but it doesn't sound right. You have to play a 1 chord here. So this is just kind of atmospheric color, let's call it. Do, ti, la. Now here is very clearly a G7 chord, G, B, D, F. That's the 5/7 chord. C, E, G is the 1 chord in C, and G, B, D is the 5 chord, and when you add the interval of a 7th above the G, which is an F, you get a 5/7 chord. So it's ti, la, so, ti, la, so, ti, la, so. It really drives it home. Ti, la, so. Back to 1. Do, ti, la, do, ti, la, do, ti. Now look out because something interesting is going to happen. Here's a 4 chord, F, A, C, F, A, C. Fa, 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 5, G. Oh, really? Oh, this might be a 1/6/4 chord. So, so, and then this is definitely G, B, D, F. So, 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 do, do. So I could play the right hand and chord the left hand. 1. Roman numeral 1 is how you say the tonic. 1, 1, 1. Roman numeral 5. Back to 1 or the tonic. 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 Tonic, subdominant, or Roman numeral 4. I'm going to use 1/6. I'm going to be fancy there. That's a 1 chord in 2nd inversion. Don't ask me to explain that right now. 5/7. So if you know the chords, that will make sense. And if you don't know the chords, you probably can find some places on YouTube where you can learn them. So, now I would practice the right hand a bit. You could actually, with your student, you could play the left hand while they play the right hand, and you could play the right hand while they play the left hand. The left hand is not hard to learn. You're either going C, B, A, or you're going with finger 2, B, A, G, B, A, G. And when you get down to F, which is the 4th note of the scale, the subdominant note, F, F, just with the finger 5 will work. So each hand is using a 5-finger pattern. The right hand is playing the first 5 notes of the C scale, and the left hand is playing note 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So after you practice the right hand alone, and you practice the left hand alone, and then maybe try this. Play the whole right hand and just the first note of the left hand with the right hand, like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Sort of cheating. Here you have a little stretch. You go from 2 on D to your thumb on B, and then land on 2 at the end on C, but that's okay. So then you could try putting your hands together from the end. So start here. And then start 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, then start maybe here. Then you could start here. Now here's another tricky spot for fingering. So you're going to go from 1 to 5. What you could do is give yourself some helpful hints. So that'll be finger 4 there, and this will be finger 2. This is a little tricky, so we'll put some fingering in there. This will be 3. This will be 5 again. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, and bring 5 back down. And then this is going to be 2 and 1, and then 2 here. Unusual, but the way it's going to work. So we'll start here again. Okay, let's add a fingering here. So this is a little bit different because it's not a 1. Back to 1 here. And then you have to have your 5 there. That should be helpful. I would not write the fingering in the whole piece because then fingering becomes a crutch. But if you put fingering in where the bits are tricky, and you always practice with the correct fingering, don't fall into the trap of using any finger whatsoever because it'll take much longer to learn a piece of music if you don't use the same fingering over and over. You'll take longer. It'll take shorter if you put in some fingering. Not all the fingering, because that's a crutch, but the fingering that, you know, helps you keep going or prevents you from making a mistake. Then, and if you do make a mistake, put the fingering in. That's a good indicator. Like if you play something wrong more than once, twice is enough, then put the fingering in, or even a note name if you have to. But don't put note names all the way through, and don't put fingering all the way through, because that'll just become a crutch and will keep you from developing your sight reading skills. So back to here again. And then the whole piece would go like this, and I will attempt to be a little slower, to be more like a slow march. 1, ready, play. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Subscribing means that you will be notified when I post a new video, and hitting the like button makes it helpful makes something to do with the algorithm, helps other people to find it. Have a good day.